Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. And in this video, I shall try to give you a brief summary on a poem written by Jibananda Das, and the poem title is I Shall Return to Bengal. This poem is related to Bengal partition and how human being suffers from partition and what kind of pain, trauma, and memory they get by the partition or through the affliction of partition, that all kinds of things have been magnificently tried to depict through this uh, poem by the poet Jibananda Das. Here the poet wants to go back to his old childhood home or to the birthplace, and though he is not able to return as a human being, but despite that he wants to return to his birthplace Bengal in a various modes, in a bird mode or through a various kinds of natural elements. Okay, that's it. And without any delay, let's begin the discussion. First, we will try to know about the poet. So, I Shall Return to Bengal. It is a nostalgic poem written by Indian poet, writer, novelist, and essayist in the Bengali language. And Jibananda Das is also considered as one of the greatest writers, poets in the Bengali literature after the Kazi, Nazrul, Islam, Rabindranath, Tagore. And he was born in 1899 and died in 1954. And he is popularly known as Rupashi Banglar Kabi, and it is translated as poet of Beautiful Bengal in English. And his works, his major works, notable works include Bela, Obela, Kalbela, Rupashi Banglata Sen, Akankha, Kamonar Bilash, then Kotha, Shudhu Kotha. So my pronunciation may not be up to the standard, and I'm extremely sorry for that. And it is written in Bengali, so the Bengali can pronounce it in a very good way, right? So through this poem, the poet has tried to delineate the inexplicable love for nature and the place he was born. The speaker of the poem desperately wants to return to his birthplace, Bengal. As we all know, before the partition, Bengal was one place, right? And during the partition in 1905 by the Lord Curzon, at that time Bengal was divided into two parts. That history I assume you all know, because this kind of thing you should know, and this is our basic responsibility as a citizen of India. And during the partition, the British administration had tried to separate Hindu and Muslim through this partition. They had tried to separate East Bengal, that was a Muslim majority place, and from West Bengal, and it was a Hindu majority place. But in both place, relatively both Hindu and Muslim population were there. But some have migrated to its religious majority place for their own reasons. And our writer Jibananda Das, he was too in East Bengal, and East Bengal is a Muslim majority place. And during the partition, he returned, means he came to Calcutta, means to the West Bengal, okay, where Hindu majority people live. But for him, Hindu Muslim is not a big thing. That is just a religious perspective of the common people. For him, Bengal was one. Bengal was united, and they are one family that has been separated by other people, and that has been tried to depict through this poetry. And this I have already told you. Owing to Bengal partition, the poet was forced to move or come to Calcutta, that is West Bengal, from his birthplace, and now he is in Calcutta, that means West Bengal. But now, after the partition, when East Bengal was given or added to Pakistan, then too they have liberated themselves and formed a new country called Bangladesh, and East Bengal is now known as Bangladesh, or Islamic Republic of Bangladesh. And now the writer is saying that he wants to go back to that part of Bengal. Now it is called Bangladesh. There he wants to go back. Due to partition, he has left his home there. Okay. But his love for the birthplace has not been decreased. It is rather increasing day by day. And the poet still shed tears in reminiscence of his childhood home and its surroundings. So he wants to return as soon as possible, by any means possible. Okay. And in the poem, the speaker depicts that he will return to his birthplace, Bengal, but the speaker also emphasizes that he will not return as a human being. Instead, he wants to visit his birthplace, especially at the bank of Dhansiri River, as a myna or myna bird. You may have heard myna bird, or if you don't know, then you can search it on Google, then the picture will pop out. And the poet says that he, if not myna bird, then he wants to be a fishing kite bird, and through that he wants to visit. Beside, the speaker states that he may go there as a crow too, at the dawn time. Dawn means in the early morning before the sunrise, and by floating on the mist bosom to alight in the shade of jackfruit tree in the autumn harvest land. Means in the form of crow, the poet or the speaker wants to come to return to the Bengal in a very different way, in the form of crow, and he wants to come in a very dawn time, and he wants to stay for a little while in the jackfruit tree, and it will be in the autumn season, or in the harvesting time. At that time, he wants to return to the Bengal. Okay. And if not crow, then the poet says that he wants to come back as a duck, or he wants to return as a duck. Then he imagines himself that when he will come in the form of duck, then a young girl may come and rap bells on the duck's red feet. After that, the duck will be drifting on calmly scented waters all day. Through this line, the poet is trying to depict that the Bengal is full of beautiful things. Its nature is mesmerizing. All the things are incredibly spectacular. That all kind of things the poet has tried to depict through this line. And he is saying that all the water river of Bengal is utterly kalami scented. Means it is very fragranceful. The scent comes from the water is mesmerizing, amazing, like that. Moreover, the speaker says that for his love of rivers and fields in Bengal, he would also like to come in that way. Means through any way the writer wants to come to the Bengal or return to the Bengal, and especially he want to come as a bird. Then only he can feel the natural beauty or mesmerizing scenes or landscape of Bengal, or the natural beauty of Bengal. But the writer, the author or the poet is saying that unfortunately, owing to partition, the soul of Bengal, it has become utterly, downrightly pathetic and lifeless, and it is now completely drenched by Jalangi's wave. Jalangi, it is a kind of river of what do you call it? I have forgotten that name. Ganga, maybe Ganga. And but the poet is saying at the end of the poem that despite this destructive environment and society due to the partition done by the humankind itself, and due to this, consequently, that the crowds, they are living in a very disappointed manner. They are lost in a very hopeless world, and they are utterly despondent, and they are living in the dark. And the poet now addressed to the speaker by saying that among the crowd of Bengal, where people are hopeless, where people are trying to rebuild their place, among them, the reader or the audience, they will find the poet in the crowd of Bengal. That's it. It is a very short and very lovely poem written by Jibananda Das. I have just given you a little insight about the poem, and for the detailed and extensive exploration of the poem, you must read the text, you must analyze the poem in your own way. Thank you so much for watching the video. Bye-bye.